Hi. Okay, so I haven't been on here for a wee while, so apologies. So not long back from holidays, came back on Sunday morning, which was amazing, well needed. So just thought I would do a wee live just to show you some of the products that have came out since my last live. One of them in particular I have fallen in love with, and it's the loose powder foundation. Didn't think I'd like that because I've never used powder foundation really. Not as an actual base. I've used the pressed powder as a like a setting powder, but I've not used it as a base. This is my new best friend. So let's get ready. So first of all, instant lifting spray. Always felt I didn't really know that it worked. But when I see photos, I see it works. So you just pat it. This is really good. I think if you've got more wrinkles, I'm very fortunate that I don't have too many yet. The more you've got, the more difference you'll see. But as I say, I was kind of not promoting this because I didn't see the benefits. But when I watch back videos or I see photos when I had ran out and I seen photos afterwards, and I always put it on, then I realised it must be making a difference because I seen a difference. Does that make sense? I think it's like when you look at yourself, if you have a spot, you just see the spot or whatever, nobody else notices it, and it's that kind of way. Because you're seeing your face all the time, you don't really see it, whereas obviously it is there. Okay, I am boiled today, I don't know. I feel as if since I've come back from my holidays, I'm still roasted alive, so fun times. Right, so I'm just letting that dry in. So that's the instant uplift, and it is worth giving it a try. Remember, there's 90 days with a 90-day love it guarantee. So the first 14 days, if you try it and you don't like it, you get a full refund. Day 15 to 30 you get 80% refund cash and 20% product credit, and then from 30 to 90, I mean, who does a 3-month guarantee? From 30 to 90 you'll get your product credit, so you really do have nothing to lose. Give something a try if you see it. I know that the products aren't cheap, they're not, we don't bill ourselves to be cheap at all, but we also back ourselves up that we're confident enough to know that if you don't like it, you can get your money back. There's no con involved. Okay, so the loose powder, this is taffeta that I'm using just now, and it comes like that. Okay, this is the loose powder concealer brush, and it's been made specifically for this. Okay, now sometimes I say that you can use another brush, and it doesn't need to be a unique brush, doesn't need to be this, and it really doesn't need to be a unique brush. But I would say this brush actually makes a huge difference. And see this side for the concealer side? As daft as it sounds, it works. Okay, so I'll do. So all you do is there's a kind of netting, if you can see it, and you just press on there, and then just tap off so that you don't lose. I really like this, really like it. Hold on, I have to put my mirror. Sorry. Organised as ever. You expect nothing less, I know that. Right, so now it is a mineral concealer, no nasties in it, no nothing, just minerals and pigment. So when you buff it in, it's the heat that activates the minerals, and it'll give you a really nice effect. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to do 10 different things at once just now. When I move to my nice new house, I have got a space lined up that's going to be for lives and for all my makeup to be out at one time, so I don't need to go and fight about it. Right, so if you can see it there, straight away, that side's done, that side isn't. It's a nice finish, it's a really nice finish, it's light, it doesn't feel as if you've got anything on. So, keep going. Perfect for the summer. Great for oily skin. I don't have oily skin and I really like it, so it's kind of good for every skin, but particularly for that. Because it soaks up all the oils. So it definitely. Okay, and then forehead. Right. So sod's law. And I'm trying to show. Well, I've got a wee spot in my forehead. I'll try and show that. I had a bigger spot there while I was on holiday, and that's where the kind of concealer end came into its own, because as much as I buffed it and buffed it and buffed it, it was still there. But when I used the concealer end, which is this wee end here, so I don't know if you can, no, not sure. Right, so I've got it's not great, but it's a small spot there. I'm sorry I'm not too spotty. Anyway, right, but when you just concentrate it on there, totally away. Totally away. Right. Okay. Yeah. So I hope you can see the difference. I mean, it's a country mile away. My skin's a wee bit all over the place just now because it is tanned. Not complaining. I love having a tan. I don't like being peely-wally. So that's the loose powder, and honestly, it's my new best friend. Okay, so let's go. So I was going to show the pigments. Now the pigments are retiring this month. You'll not be able to buy them again after the 31st of July. Some of them are actually sold out already. But the kudos this month is any 6 colours. Now these are £10 each normally. So any 6 colours plus the liner shader brush, which, oh, I'm organised today, haven't I? Right, where is it? I had it. Seriously? Anyway, the liner shader brush. It comes with it, it's £14 on its own. It's the one I use every day when I put my makeup on. It's my, oh there, no, yes, it's hiding. Right, so that's the liner shader brush there. Right, so hold on 2 seconds. So, this is the pigments. There's 32 colours. There's 16 shimmer, 16, that makes sense. 16 shimmer, 16 matte, and they're really vibrant, colours, and they're so, they last forever, right? And I'm not just saying that, they do genuinely. I haven't finished one yet. I've said this often in my lives. This one in particular, this is Confident. I use this all the time, and I've had this since February 2015. This same pot, this one pot, it's still not done. There's tons left. It never even looks as if it's coming to the end. They are so worth it. You only need a tiny drop, right? So, hold on to see. Curious. Sexy. Right, so you've got 3 light ones. So there's Sexy, Curious and Angelic. Curious is a kind of middle colour. Okay, it's kind of, they're all for highlighting. They're all for the base for your eyelid, right? Sexy's got a slight pink tinge to it, and Curious has got a slight yellow tinge to it. All of them are fantastic, and I can use all 3. None of them are specific to a certain colour or type person or anything like that. They're just for fun. They're just makeup. But there's a slight pink tinge, slight yellow tinge, just a kind of middle of the road, no tinge, just kind of white beige. So I'm going to use Sexy today, why not? But these are fab. Right, so a wee bit like the loose powder. They come like that, and you just tip some in to the lid. Tiny wee bit. Okay. And then find my other brush. Right, so okay. They've just got a lovely sheen to them. There's no talc, no nasties, no parabens, no nothing. It is just pure pigment colour. And you really do only need a wee drop. Right. I'm going to look at my mirror because I'm using the phone to do my makeup's probably not the best. Okay, so that's sexy. Ooh la la. Right, so then when you're done, all you do is tip back in what you've not used. Give it a wee tap, and that's you. That's why it lasts so long, because you don't waste any. I can't say enough about these. We're really sad actually that they're going. They were one of the original products that Unique brought out, and I understand people that we have to move on and we need to get new things, but actually they are fantastic. They're a great wee pot. We're getting teased that there's something coming out to replace them. So we're hoping that that's true, because they will be missed. They are fantastic. So I'm going to use, oh, I keep bumping this, sorry. I'm going to use Ye Old Faithful, which is Confident. But if I can just show you, like, there's just so many colours. Anyway, so 6 of them would be £60, plus the liner shader brush, which is fantastic too. What you can do with the liner side, if you can see, it is shaped, okay, and it's flat. So what you can do with that is, if you wet it, you can use it for a liner, and use one of the colours. So it's £14 for this brush, and it's, again, I've had this brush since February 2015. It looks brand new. It's been washed umpteen times and it's still going strong. Great. So all I would say is that's £74 worth of product, and it's £47. It's a no-brainer to me. And you pick all your colours. They're, you know, it's totally bespoke to you. You can give them as presents. They're fantastic. I just adore them. Wee pots of fun. Right, so tapping a wee bit in here. So this is Confident, and it's kind of mid brown, I would say. It's not dead. It's not really dark brown. But it's not really light. I'm really good at explaining things, aren't I? So, right, wait. So this is my go-to, and it's buildable too, which I love. Because sometimes you just feel, just have a wee bit of colour, and other times you want a bit more dramatic. So, I love this brush. It's just the perfect shape and size. Right, so that's Confident and Sexy. I'll do my other eye. I know there's lots of ways to do eyeshadow, but I do my eyeshadow the same way all the time. I'd love to do all the cut creases and all the things like that, but I don't. So, that's it there. So hopefully you can see it better. Okay. Right. So, that's the... Seriously? That's the kudos. Don't miss out on it, because I say, after the 31st July, these pigments won't be available. I would stock up in them. If you've ever bought them before and you do love them, I have. That's my own stash. I'm not joking. I have stocked another one. I am stocking up on them myself. And I know this will last me a few years, so that's okay. Right, so next, right, some bronzer. So it's beachfront bronzer. I've moved up a colour at the moment. I'm into Hermosa, which is kind of medium. Usually I'm Sunset, which is the lighter one. But because I've got a bit of colour, I'm treating myself at the moment, kidding myself on that I'm all continental and nice and brown. So just using it to do a bit of contouring, because we're going to use the highlighter lid, and the highlighter is lovely. The powder highlighter is fab. I've got the cream, the stick and the powder, and personally, again, I've never used a powder one. I didn't think I'd like it because I've always been stick or cream, and that's the powder one here. That's the powder one, that's Benevolent, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, just gives you, you don't end up like a disco ball, you just end up looking healthy and done, complete. So, you can see it. It's got a lovely sheen to it, but again, it's not particularly sparkly, if that makes sense. I'm too old for sparkle. Never too old for sparkle. Seriously, I keep bumping this, sorry. But I really do like it. I like that. I think the powder one's my favourite. So just put that above. If you're unsure, what you should be doing is from there to there's your contour, so your darker colour, and above it is your highlighter. And that'll give you a wee bit of a polished look. I'm covered in makeup. Okay, so eyes, not the eyes, the eyes. Right. Brows. Too many to decide from. Right. So I had got my eyebrows tinted because, as you know, I am like an albino and I have no eyebrows and no eyelashes. So this is them. They've had a lash lift and a tint before my holidays, and my brows get tinted. So I actually do look as if I've got some for a change before I get started. So, which is great because it means that this only has to do the job of a normal brow liner rather than completely create me a brow. It only has to fill it in and make it look defined. So that's really good. So this one I use medium because I like to look, there's light, medium or dark, but I prefer the medium. It just makes me feel as if I've actually got some brows. So my brows were done by the lovely Emma. Yeah, and you can just fill in as you're going along. See? That takes no time whatsoever and it actually looks as if I've got a brow. I love it. So, this is my bad brow. I have a good brow and I have a bad brow. This one never behaves. See, when people say brows are sisters, not twins, don't you just want to slap them? You never get two brows the same. I'm just filling in all the wee bits and bobs. Okay, looking alright. Then the other end is the wee spoolie, the wee brush. Just run through. And then you can see there's another wee bit to be filled in there. Told you this one's a naughty one. Pest. never behaves itself. Right, that'll do. Okay, so that's the brow liner. This is a must-have to me, but then that's because I'm not graced with fabulous brows in the first place. Okay, next, I'm not going to bother with eyeliner today, I'm not in eyeliner mood. We'll do our lashes. So, I hope everybody that's on my group will know about the 3D lashes. If not, have I not bored you enough with them? I need to tell you more. So, 3D lashes, you've got your two tubes, transplanting gel and your fibres. So it's gel, fibre, gels. No matter what, how many coats you're doing, always end with gel. Gel, fibre, gel, fibre, gel, fibre, gel. However many coats you want to do. Okay, the gel seals them in and stops them from landing all over your face. Which is useful. So, because I've had the lash lift, this is my own lashes, which I really liked it, and I was a bit sceptical of trying it. So this is 3 weeks I've had it done. It should last 5 to 6, I think. But yeah, I actually look normal. I actually look as if how other people seem to look when they're doing their lashes. So if you get clumps like this, which is great, don't worry because the next coat will take all that off. Should have wiped them. Okay. Yeah. And then, so what you do is gel and fibres and let that set. Go into the other eye. And do the same. Gel and fibres. But yeah, I'm really liking this lash lift malarkey. I will be continuing it. Because my lashes are quite straight and I really didn't think I had that many. I thought they were short and nasty. But really, this is my actual lashes and they're there, they exist. But it needed the lift to get them looking at their best. So I would highly recommend it if you think you've not got very many lashes. Because it really does make a difference when you're putting your makeup on. Okay, you can see that. So that one's had a chance to set now, so you just seal. And that's what I mean by don't worry about clumps or anything, because this process will take away that in a minute. Yeah, you can see what I mean. Now before, when I've done lash videos and stuff, it's always been a struggle to see them. But just because they're quite straight. Whereas through the lift and with the fibre lashes, I actually look as if I've got great lashes, which is pretty impressive. I know what they were before. So, highly recommend Emma. Her salon is Glow in Bodo. And if you go into my public page and look for Glow, you'll find her. She's a lovely girl. Very reasonable. And she's giving me my lashes back. So, that's the 3D lashes. So, starting to look human. Okay, I really... Do you think I should get Botox for that? Really? Do you know what it is? It appeared one day, years ago, about 5-6 years ago. And it's how I lie in bed. So I must lie, because that's the side I lie on. And it's just became this kind of crease, and that's all I see. But I'm scared of getting Botox, so I don't know. Right, so I've not tried this yet. Right, so I'm going to be brave and try it on here. Oh, I don't know. It's really pink. I'm a pinky person, but Right, so this is Superb. So this is a Splash liquid matte lipstick. So I really haven't tried this yet. So, oh wow, it's pink. Yeah. It's definitely pink. Oh, okay. No. But that's the thing with makeup. It's not permanent. It's pink. Right, so I'm not sure if I'm a fan. It's maybe just taking a wee bit of time. It's not my colour. It's not a colour I would go for normally. However, maybe that's just what I'm needing. A bit of colour. So that's Superb. But what I would say with the Liquid Splash lipsticks is that they last for ages. They last for a full day. You probably have to reapply maybe once if you have your lunch and stuff. What I've found is if you're eating oily food, if there's food with oils in it, it seems to break it down a bit. So what will happen is within the inside of your mouth it'll start to disappear, whereas the outside will still have it. So it's just a slick to reapply. Just put it on the inside and you're good to go again. But it lasts all day. It ends up, it's got a lovely texture to it. It's a kind of buttery texture. It's strange, very, very light, very smooth on your lips, and it dries to nothing. You actually think you've got nothing left on your lips, and then you go to the mirror and you realise you've got full colour still on. Oh, here's a boy. Hi. So yeah, so these colours, it comes in, now hold on, testing me here. There's 10 colours, yes, because the nudes are no longer available at the moment. They were only for last month's kudos. So there's 10 colours, but I'm sure there'll be more because the nudes sold out very quickly. So that's, we're kind of expecting, hopefully. I've not been able to try a nude yet, because every time I bought one, they were limited stock, and every time I bought one, somebody's wanted to buy it and to sell it. So yeah, my own nudes, all of them are away to customers. I don't envy yous at all. So yeah, every single time I got one in, and because I knew they were limited stock, well, did I use it and show customers this is what you could have had, or did I give it to customers that want it? So yeah, so I haven't actually had a nude splash yet, which no, I'm not bothered about. I'm really bothered. No, there's a back order coming in the middle of July, and there's 3 stellar coming in on it. One of them's taken already, so I'm kind of hoping I might get one of the 2 that are left. That would be nice, but we'll see. I'm not counting my chickens just yet, because my customers do seem to have radar for whenever I get something new, and then you just take it off me. So, which is lovely, and I really appreciate it. So yes, so this is Superb, and actually, it's kind of growing on me. It's kind of growing on me. Very bright, but as I say, is that just because I'm not used to wearing really bright colours? Possibly. So I hope that helps. Oh, last thing. Oh, my goodness. And behold. So, the Behold setting spray. This is really, really good. Take it on holiday with you. You will thank me later. It's setting spray. Between that and the loose powder foundation, your makeup stays on even in 35 degree, 40 degree heat. It will stay on rather than sweat off. So, I'm just going to Melanie, our CEO, she decides the names of all the products, and the reason she picked Behold was because her son Gunnar, he when he was wee, when he was small, he used to make up pictures, drawing pictures or something. He'd go, "Behold, mummy," and she loved that, so that's why it's called Behold. And she says every time you spray it, you say Behold, and that's what I do. So Behold. But yes, smells lovely, dries in very quickly, but it makes your makeup last so much longer, all day, and especially in the heat, worth its weight in gold. Remember, most of the girls, the biggest majority of unique girls, live in America, and they live in Texas and things where it's really, really hot all the time. They swear by it, and we're very fortunate probably in this country that we don't live in constant puddles of sweat trying to keep our makeup on all the time. But yeah, so I hope this helps. I hope it's been useful. If you see any of the products, I'll put them in the comments below what I've used. Anything that you're looking for, any advice you're needing, then please give me a shout, and I hope that's been helpful. Bye!